Alright, bud? I didn't do tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. I need to like be more aware of what I'm doing, because the last video I did, I was like clearing my throat, or I did something, and I listened, somehow I heard it on my earphones on the playback, and I was like, ah! I called this "I'm no dummy, I'm just a fool." That's what I should have called it, as "I'm just a fool, I'm no dummy." I cracked myself up, man. I'm not meditating. This is usually, I don't know. There's like a 3-hour window in the afternoon when the time is right. Either that or in the morning. I got schedules. I got my own patterns and cycles. They change, and I don't meditate on days that the masses are gathering and setting their intention, because a lot of people set their intentions, but they don't really even know what they're doing, and I don't really want to tap in with that freaking pool, you know? Nope. And I'm high frequential. I'm frequentially high. I love making up words, man. I love words. Words have been my friends. Animals have been my friends. The earth has been my friends, because people just don't want to be. I mean, even on this, it's like I'm fun. It's like, 20 minutes, a half hour. Yeah, but me in real life, I guess I'm just not someone that people just want to spend time with. It's weird. Anyway, in the spirit of words, I got out one of my best friends. I got a co-host today. I love this thing. See? This thing. I'm bad at weight. I'm bad at guessing weight. Is maybe one of my most prized possessions. I try not to hang on to like adamant objects that I only try to really care about. But the spirit of this, I gotta tell the story quick, because that's what I do. Maybe that'll soften my mood today. Because I got fury and anger and passion and all this stuff, and I can't be outside, and it's hot, so I'm distracting myself with a little talk here. Anyway, this came from a woman, and if anybody went to Project City School between the years from like the 1970s to the 80s, there's a Grandma Gardner that played the piano in Miss Brown's first grade class. Is it Mrs. Brown? No, it's Mrs. Davis's first grade class. Mrs. Brown was 3rd grade. Anyway, lo and behold, she was always nice to me. People just kind of let me do my own thing, because they never knew what I would do, I guess. I don't know, because like I'd fall asleep, story time, I'd fall asleep, because home life was rough. So it was like, you put me in a story time, you put me in a comfy space, I'm Cancer. And the rising is all the squishiness, the squishy stuff I got in me. Anyway, this came from this was Grandma Gardner's. It says in the inside, Irving M. Gardner, Project City, California, because we were neighbors. We ended up moving around all over California, and we ended up like 3 houses down from her. And then the little cabin, I got actual photos of it. The actual cabin is gone, but the spirit of it still lives on in my heart. 1967. This is one of them good dictionaries. This is one of those good dictionaries. You know what? I'm just gonna start, because I'm such an addictive personality. I'm just gonna start spelling things, because I'm hooked on phonics, and it also messes up the algorithms too. It also messes stuff up, because they're looking up for words and specifics in everybody's particular. But I got the word whimsy, and when I was a little girl, I used to read those bottle caps that made little sentences and sayings, codes and whatnot. So I'll just go back to that. I'm just going back to the heart space of living in, as a kid, because freaking these people, these control freaks, these people that had the same notion you grow up and then you freaking get to control everything, man. I can't live in the world. I'm gonna go out and act like I can't read and I don't know what all the signs say and I don't know what it means, and just don't yell at me because I have post-traumatic stress because I'm a veteran and I'm just trying to take care of my mom, and all you people are just making things harder and harder for people that just want to live, you know? Haven't I been through enough? Why do people that don't go through things have to put other people through such harsh stuff? Oh, I know. Because they feel tiny inside and they were made to do that. At some point in their life, they felt like they had to go through the ringer, so their ego, they're just completely living off ego. That's why, I think. So this is one of the, check this out, Brainus Aries, published at the World Publishing Company. I'm going to have to go down that ant hole later. Copyright 1966. Copyright by Louise A. Cooper, 1933. See, I'm always looking at the details. And then before that, copyright by Geo in 1904. Ogilvy. So this is all the words that they allowed during their time as editor-in-chief. Because don't you know who they are? They get to decide what words go in the word books and how they're spelled, and it must be done proper, and you have to use commas and question marks. The grammar police. I've accommodated, modified my behavior so much to try to fit in with just mainstream society, and that's the thing, is you can't satisfy people that are never satisfied. You just can't do it. Just do yourself a freaking favor and determine who the unsatisfied are. They're the no-vibers. They're the bureaucrats. Yeah, I said it. The bureaucrats. The bureaucrats. The bratty, the little bitches. Wear the mask because I'm so scared. So you gotta wear the mask because I'm a scared lady. And my daddy didn't talk to me because he was always working. He just let me sit on his lap. The other guys let me sit on their lap too. But they didn't do what Daddy did. You know, and these people get all these broken sicknesses and storylines, and then they never heal them, and then they pay for their jobs and their positions, and then, well, this is the world we get. Yep. So this is where we got. You know why? You know why I got the world I got? Because I was living more than 51% in my ego. I modified it, calibrated it, freaking cleaned my energy field, did the work, did the research, spent the hours, put in the work, pushed the piston, pushed the button. I did the work. I walked the miles. Did what I had to do to keep my family together. Barely hanging on sometimes. Just like, I can't believe this stuff that is happening. Like today. I mean, it's just like, I got retrograded today. Like this morning, I'm like, I'm going to try that Walmart shopping online thing. It seems okay. Well, and I know about tech. So I put it in my data. I looked at it last night. Because I was playing, but I don't do things at past 9:10. My brain, I'm not as sharp as I am in the morning. So you don't have serious conversations and don't get into nothing deep. Because that's when the shadows come in. You're not firing. That's the shadow. That's the low vibes come in when you're tired. Halt, angry, tired. Halt. Don't make big decisions when you're hungry, angry, lonely, or tired. Don't do it. So, I knowing that, I put it, and I did it today, and it said, put all my data in. It says, this card's invalid. I'm like, alright, try it again. Maybe I fat fingered something. Maybe I hit the screen and it didn't recognize my pulse. Maybe, there's possibilities are endless, not just one. So, without trying to get too heady about it, tried it again, did it again. Then, alright, well, I'll set it aside, because if I get too adamant, I'll start and then I get mad. And I know the energies, and I'm trying not to get mad today. I'm trying to do all the things I can just to keep my energy just not getting mad about nothing. Because I can. Because I'm picking up on everybody else's on the goddamn 40th parallel, and that's all the same parallel that all the Masonic temples are, and they're doing all their freaking crazy the rituals tonight just as much as the white witches are, and I'm just like, boom, 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 feel like a little energetic pinball, and I got stuff in my, I gotta say goodbye to my twin flame. Because we ain't vibing the same freak, so see ya. And I ain't sad about it, and I ain't mad about it. Because that's the old me. That's the old me. People want to get me to react, and now it's like, peace out. All I want to do is hang out and get to know you to see if I even like you enough to get to know you. And I'm a burden, and I know you, and I'm volatile. And so I'm just like, okay, you're volatile. You find you're annoying. Okay, you're telling me all these things that you see in yourself. Okay, I'll just take all the information that you're telling me about you, that you're seeing in me, and I won't see you on the other side of the portal, Norbeth. I won't see ya. Take care. Have fun with that photographer. Yeah. Looking at the Milky Way tomorrow night in the woods. Yeah, have a good time. That's all I ever wanted to do. And all I get is told no. And I'm just like, I ain't going to get told no. I'm not going to go to the places. I'm not going to acknowledge the lack of vibrational no-vibers. I won't even, that's why we don't look at people in the eye, because we know what you are and who you are, and you all superficial, and you all don't got no spirit, and you can't, and you all have the personal choice to raise up into it. And people, what, it's hard? What, you gotta lay there and think about nothing for an hour? Oh my God? Really? I don't recommend meditating today, because there's too many freaking capitalists and opportunists, and that's all this stuff is. When people are just waiting for the next best thing to jump on, because they just have energy and they don't have enough creativity in and of and by themselves to do anything positive with that. So they live their lives in a loop, over and over and over, doing the same thing, working hard or hardly working. Got big plans this weekend? Who you think's gonna win the big game? Blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, don't you people see? They put these NFL teams, sports teams, specifically on grids of the map, on the just to freaking cheer, excitement, alcohol, cheer. It's frequency. Ain't no bureaucrat pays for their electric bill. Everybody always knows somebody. Bill gets lost, But I was telling my story about retrograded, so I went down to get some dog food, card declined. I'm just like, what the fuck? So I go to the bank and it's hot. And I got AC in the BRT. And I'm already heated, and I'm trying to keep myself from like creating scenarios. Be where your hands are. Address, when you get there. So when I get there, I know there's only one attendant. Oh, there's two attendants today in the drive-through. And there's two cars in each row, and they had the little sucky thing going. I love that thing. I used to, where'd it go when you couldn't see it? Were the littles in there? So I I call the bank while I'm on the drive, while I'm waiting in line in case I can get an answer with them quicker, because it's a small bank, it's local. So I call the bank and I'm just like, yeah, and they're like, read the account number, and the lady's like, oh, it says your account's closed. They'll tell you at the window. And that was like, it was like abrupt, I know how things work. I'm just grateful that it was always impressed upon me my whole entire life that nothing was about me. Hey, if people want your stuff, dude, they're going to get your stuff. That's why I speak so openly and frankly, because people are going to find out about it anyway. You might as well get my side of the story first, because people get things twisted. I had my social security number stolen on freaking a laptop when I was in basic training back in 2000. So my brother, his credit actually got, his identity got stolen for like $6,000 worth of computer equipment. People want to use you, they're gonna use you, whether you know it or not. So why am I gonna give more people opportunity to do it when I'm freaking looking right at them? Because you got a pretty face, and you feel nice, and you smell nice, and I thought maybe we could have a couple of good ideas and maybe have some fun, but the fun that people get is toying with me, and I'm not a fucking toy. I'm a dummy. I'm not a toy. I'm an empath. I can't be lied to. If I don't get it the first time, the second, I will ultimately figure out every single thing a human being is or isn't. I don't judge what they are. I just know, and either I want to know you or I don't. And I'm down to 2. I got 2 people left in the world that I talk to in real life. Because they ain't gonna be, I'm not gonna, that old Marge is not gonna be on the other side of the portal. She ain't gonna be there. So the simpleton that you think that she was, you know, see, because I was always kind. This was funny. Mom and I had this conversation this morning. I was making breakfast, and I was like, Mom, I give, you know, my friend, people tell Marge, you give people more credit than they're worth. And I was like, I just rambling to myself this morning. I'm like, I was talking to myself, and she caught a glimpse. I thought she was just watching TV, and she's like, you always have done that. And I was like, excuse me? She's like, you've done that since you were a little girl. You always have given people credit more than they deserve. And I was like, excuse me, I'm full spectrum. I thought I was given the appropriate amount of credit, you know, because I'm full spectrum. I'm seeing the good stuff in them without paying attention to the shadow. But now, things a bit different now, y'all. Things are a little bit different now. Bullshit, 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 your bullshit, your bullshit. Teslas, BMWs, Audis, bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. No viber. Egos, ambition, no viber. I don't see you. You ain't on my radar. Y'all suck. I was driving through the parking lot today. Luke, use the force. Yelling out the window. Luke, bitch is loud. I don't need a blowhorn. I had speech class. And I'm like, all y'all look like freaking, I said, I'm the clown and all y'all look like fools. All y'all, every single one of you. Now they're talking about stretching this stuff out to like another year and stuff. I'm like, the world ain't for me. Where am I going to go? Where am I going to go if the whole planet is like this? Where is a place for Heyoka? Because I got like 4 months to get out of here because Reniggan wants the place back, so gots to go. I knew it was coming. It happened across the street. It's the vibe of this city. Now I'll share what I got with you until I want it back. So I got, you know, and I know I was planning on going. I just don't know where I'm going, and now I don't have access to my money. But not once did I get mad about it. What are you gonna do? I've been mad my whole life. That's what I'm trying to teach people to do, is to tap into yourself, find your own source, and just be like, dude, whatever. I got food I got plenty of food. I'm stocked up. I got water. I did get dog food. I got flour. I made cookies today, some bomb ass can of cookies. My caramel cookies with a K. That's for Cookie. She's a woman I used to know. It's kind of a... She died. Her real name was Diana, and she died the same, like a month before or after Princess Diana. So I lost 2 Princesses Dianas. Scuba diving accident in Santa Cruz, Monterey. She was operational error about 75 yards down below the surface. There's malfunction. They thought she was kidding around because she was... Who kids around like that? Really? So... Pressure, she stroked out. By the time they believed her, the reality of the situation, it was too late. She was gone. She was 40 years old. Anybody who went to Chevy's between the years of freaking late 80s and early 90s in Redding, she was the blonde bombshell. Cookie. Everybody loved Cookie, man. She scared me. I was a young 20-year-old, and she had a crush on me, too. I know she had a crush on me. I could feel it. But I was always one, nah, I don't got a chance. I don't got a chance, you know? And then until I switched it, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to talk to every room I go into, I'm going to address the person who I think is the prettiest girl and the dude with the most style. Myself, personally. I'm going to address them. And I've done that, and it's gotten me escorted by sheriff out into the median at bars and stuff. It's gotten me into trouble, but it's always worth it because... Pretty girls like when you take the time, because most of the time people just assume things about them, and I actually ask questions that they don't get asked because I want to know what they're about, because I'm just trying to learn. Because, you know, yeah, when I was a little kid, these things hurt me. I'm sure they happen to you. They probably hurt your feelings too. You know, I relate like that to people every day. People are they talk about truth. It's like I ain't never talked nothing different. And my account's in good standing. Well, not my checking account, but no, it was cool because even at the window, I go to the window, the lady's like, "No, we know you." You know, yeah. She's like, "Yeah, your card's closed," and I was like, "I bet it was because I tried to put in my data, and I didn't enable the location, is what it is." And they have location. It's all tied together. I know the program. I've you know, people are like, "No, they don't do that." I'm like, "Yeah, actually, as a matter of fact, I'm here to tell you." You know, "Oh no, the military does that." "Oh yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm here to tell you." You know. The generals fly from one base in the middle of America across to Virginia around noon, 11 o'clock, play a round of golf with their buddies in Virginia Beach, have a couple at the club, you know, talk about the old days. Oh, gotta get home, fly back across the country, put it all on taxpayers, call it a training mission. They do whatever they want. That's how John Denver's dad, who was freaking meathead military, retrieved John from when he busted loose and found his music tribe and went out to L.A. Dad said, "Not on my watch." Borrowed a friend's jet. A friend would be Uncle Sam. Borrowed a jet, like an F-16, flew across, got his son, flew back. You know, doesn't pay for it because don't you know who I am? That's what they all do, and that's why the budgets are exorbitant and there's enough for everybody. And I'm so excited for all the corruption. I hope a lot, if whatever, all this seance and all that is the directing of an intention. You know, there's just too many people that have different ideas about how the storyline should go. Because there's the storyline of the earth about how everybody is speaking and acting. And then there's the storyline of the earth about the reality of it is as if they were speaking from their heart, that commentary that they have in their minds. I say all that stuff out loud so people know where I'm coming from. I don't want people to wonder. I don't want people to question me. I want to be clear and concise. I'm tired of freaking playing Columbo just to try to make friends with, like, what do they, you know, what do they want, you know, and it ain't that deep, man. I just want to play and go around and take pictures and look at some stars, you know, and what do? YouTube channels. Tell everybody about how you're sad because a girl doesn't like you. Be. Oh my god, it's so stupid. So I just been going down antholes, so I'm like, F that, Mom. I'm making cookies. Girls are dumb. Boys are dumb, girls are dumb. When they're not balanced, man, it's not even fun. Oh my gosh. Hi, Erin. Hi, Joe. You know what? And then Aaron, the truck, we had a 57 Dodge. I had to haul it to the dump. I was like in tears because my brother was like, he drove a moving van up. You know, Mom was a hoarder. He was like, "All right, we got 6 hours. Everything we load up. You know, everything else we're leaving here." You know, and so I mean, I made arrangements to have a 57. I mean, that thing was in freaking stellar condition. It had a little rust and everything, but it was freaking. And I had to have it towed away because I couldn't afford the cost to have it towed out to. The logistics to have it towed out to Nebraska just wasn't cost effective at that time, so I had to let it go, you know. That's why I try not to have attachments to animate objects. That's why I'm trying to make connections with people. It's that human contact. The hell is stuff, you know. Stuff ain't shit. I've had stuff. I can walk away with stuff when I die and take my last breath, and my spirit goes out into the solar system, where my same freak tribe is. Past, present, and future. I don't. If my niece wants it, she can have it. They can. Whatever. It's stuff. It's the human connection. That's what people got away from, and people got real weird about how they talk to people, man. They're out of practice. There's no manners. Who's teaching people to say please and thank you and stuff like that? I mean, where's the education? There's no education, and they're just dumbing down society more. And well, it's quite frankly, it's working because society, hook, line, and sinker. I mean, my mom recognized. She can't remember 5 minutes ago, but she recognized this is a vibration of fear and how the government has always used it to freaking make money. And it makes people unhealthy, and then you die quicker, and it's bloodletting in a different way. It's just it's the same stuff. People, the mongers that kill people, bomb people, bloodletting. It's all ritualistic. It's all based on latitude. It's chess. It's chess in a very egomaniacal way. It's the dark shadow superheroes. It's the freaking Jokers and the Penguins. It's all the egos, and you got so hurt when you were little, and you didn't hug yourself, and you didn't do this, and I'm sorry you were lazy. I'm sorry that people didn't take the effort to take care of themselves. Mind, body, and spirit. It's never too late. It's never too late. People can step right into spirit anytime you want. And to me, it ain't that deep. All that stuff is just act from your heart like you did when you were a kid. Without shooting angles and trying to get stuff out of people. It's so hard for me to see that because I don't do that to people. I really don't. If I want something for you, I will straight up walk in and look in your face and be like, can I? It's the deniers. It's the people that feel small and unloved that just like to, it gives them a little, she wants to hang out with me. But no, I don't feel like it. Oh, I bet there's a message there from her, but I'm not going to look. It's Mean Girl. It's Mean Girl. It's Mean Girl stuff. And Mean Girl stuff, as far as I'm concerned, are women that are freaking too much into their masculine. And well, been there, done that. Leveled up. I know it. I know what it's like to toy with people and to play with people. I used to toy with people and play with people. I still can if somebody's a jerk enough, but now it's just like I'm too tired. It's hot. I don't want to deal with the karma. Maybe freaking Peace's doing a freaking talk. Maybe freaking Notley. Denise is freaking putting something up. I didn't watch her for hours. She's kids, man. I just got stuff to contribute too. I just got a little bit that I can add together. You all just sit back and watch y'all go, and I'll just make my doggone it beds and do my snap-knacks with people that appreciate my photography. I mean, shoot, I got 45,000 pictures of freaking all over the world. 50,000 pictures on the cloud that every now and again, the powers that be let me tap in and take a screenshot, share with people and stuff, But, I don't know. I don't get to do much of what I want to do today. I have expectations. I have a way of I'm dreaming all kinds of things. I'm not setting on just one and obsessing on one. That's where the extremism was where they get you. And this whole weekend, man, I ain't going out. People are freaking losing their mind left and right. I ain't going nowhere. They are losing their minds. Look and watch you're going to see freaking like capacitors blowing up. You're going to see physical manifestations of freaking human chaos act out. Storms, earthquakes, this whole next week. It's just, I wonder why. What kind of things are people thinking about to cause so much chaos? Or are you thinking about one thing and acting another way? Because that's a different kind of cognitive dissonance as far as I'm concerned. When you a liar, when you paint a picture, a reality of how you want the world for your own selfish, opportunistic reasons. Yep. When you're being selfish, that no vibey. Bureaucrat, rules. It's like Key West was like talking about masks for like freaking till 2021, like a year and stuff. I'm like, dude, for who? For a demographic of people. I don't care what anybody says. This is my thinking. My tube, you don't like it. I mean, people jump off. I always lose like 4, 5, 6, 7 people around, because I trigger stuff. Because they identify with things I say and they take offense. And I ain't talking, and I share here in a general way. Sometimes I'll talk trash about Katie Brown. She's a trash bag. All I do is talk about the behaviors that she does, and she is a scared little girl. And scared little girls try to get the big boys to protect them and stuff, you know. And so she promises them bigger guns and bigger... I mean, freaking, we got this straight up freaking military in freaking Oregon. It's a stoner state. It's a stoner state. You know? And all these controls and all these rules and all these regulations and... Rascal Flatts, I'm moving on, is on right now. I should put the playlist of all the songs that I hear. If I was that ambitious, I would, but tech is so glitchy, I just get mad and I end up wanting to freaking throw it against the freaking wall and just be like, fuck it, you know, because I've done that. I used to, because I'm just like, stuff doesn't work the way people pay themselves millions and billions of dollars to do. It's just crap. I got the mind of an engineer. I'm always like, why is the design like this? What is this? This is stupid. You know, what's the HCI, human computer interface? That's how my mind works. That's how my program works. How many clicks does it take to you to get to the whatever you wanna? And I think that a lot of these programmers doing these interfaces on these websites are freaking Adderalled out, man. Lay off the Adderall. Ritalin, whatever. Put it all down. There are so many clicks and it changes so often. I'm just like, I'm going to get to the point it's not fun no more. Because it's not. And then I keep looking, you know, video sharing interfaces, and they all have their own ideology of how somebody wants things run. Where are the open source ones anymore? Oh, all the control freaks. Put a stop to it. And then what? You go back to the dark web, do stuff there, then you're tapping into the low vibes. I don't even do Twitter because it's such a freaking incestual place. When I worked at Westcorp, that place sucks. That place it's a freaking people farm. It's what you called American Idol, ESPN, all those, you know, called blah 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 blah, you know, credit card companies. You're calling Westcorp in Omaha. It had like buildings all over Omaha, and they moved me around all over. Just to toy with me. Sometimes 2 different buildings across town in 1 week, just because people like to put me in my place. It's the control freak. And now it's like the world has been set up in a design where I'm supposed to teach other people about what the control freaks are. Just freaking ignore them. They're like little bitch kids that are throwing tantrums, and if you just ignore them, they'll stop the behavior and go to sleep. And you wake up, you give them a Snickers, whatever, pat them on the head, and then freaking, you know, put them in the front of their video game, and I don't know, freaking burp them, freaking wipe their ass, you know, I don't know, whatever bureaucrats need. Me and my brother ain't speaking, because I respect his boundaries, unlike him respecting mine, and that's why I called him a effing piece of shit, because he didn't respect my boundary. And he said, you haven't worked in 2 years, and I've been killing myself trying to keep my family together, take care of Mom. And he don't help me none. And he makes like freaking 6 figures, and he's a freaking lawyer for the state of California. I'm like, oh, that's why everything, because it's all those mentalities. It's all the poli-sci people. It's all the don't you know who I am. It's all the fraternity people. It's all the self-righteous freaking it's all of the men and women that have a little boy or a little girl in them that never, ever, ever learn to soothe themselves. So now they're just trying to make life miserable for everybody else. The only thing is everybody else just is like, hey man, we soothe ourselves. We're self-governing. You know, what's up with this? You know, so now we gotta go in and freaking pat them on their bums, tell them it's gonna be okay, and be like, okay, you alright? You alright? Yeah, you good now? You good now? Okay, you know you can tell yourself you're alright too, right? You know you can, right? You know there's things that you can do to make yourself feel safe and secure, right? You can tap into a source, a higher power outside of yourself. You know that, right? You know that you have choices on the things that you think about, and then when you think about things that are scary, is there anything scary in the room with you right now? Are you scared right now? If there's anything in the room with you that's scary right now, get out of the room and go into another room that is not scary. These are the things that adults do. These are the things that logical lines of thinking do. They don't create harm. They don't create chaos. Spiritual balanced beings are chill. So what people need to do, sit down in your protest like they did in the 60s. Stop fighting. You're fighting against yourself. Like a little baby throwing a tantrum trying to stay awake. If you're good, we'll go to McDonald's and we'll get you some French fries. How's that programming? Self-soothing. I used to eat my feelings too. Yeah, I used to drink my feelings. Never did get to fuck my feelings a lot because, quite frankly, the girls that I liked just didn't like me back. I gotta calm down because the dog's picking it up in his dreams. It's okay. Good boy. Eclipse energy, it ain't no joke. Maybe that should be my sign. I'd come back later on and talk. Anybody in the talking room? Am I talking to myself? I love trains. We spent trains, planes, mostly Greyhound buses. God, the hours, man. I drive. I'm a driver, too. I'll drive. That's the thing. It's like, dude, you do that 50 miles away. I'm like the perfect girlfriend. Perfect girlfriend, companion, pal around, buddy. I ain't trying to do ya. Maybe that's a problem. Okay, you want me to, I'll try. No, you don't? I don't know. It's like people that aren't satisfied. I all used to say this with my mom and my brother all the time. They always had, it's like, do this and this and this. My mom would be like, she would hold me hostage to let me go out with my friend. She'd say, okay, do the dishes. And I'd do it and be like, okay, do this. And then and I'd be like, no, give me the whole list. And that's the thing, is these people don't have a whole list. They just keep making stuff up as they go along just to create dissonance, even if it doesn't make sense, because they're getting paid no matter what. They're just moving pots around on the stove. And people are going to come in, freaking knock the pots on the stove, turn the freaking stove over, freaking light the gas, and freaking blow everything up, because psychopaths don't get fired up. They don't have passion. They don't get riled, so they can look at you blank stare, because there's nobody's home to a psychopath, to a no-viber. There ain't nothing there. Hello? I've done that with people. No vibers in the store. People make 6 figures, walk up, just start putting stuff in their arms. Here, could you hold this for me? People think I'm crazy. They're just like, well, I never. Well, now you have. There you go. Lesson learned. You're just like everybody else, you know? I don't even know if they have, like, anatomy down there. It might just be smooth parts, like the old Barbie dolls, you know? The no-vibers, the smooth parters, you know? You kick them in the rack and they're just like, does not compute. Yeah. Until they freaking cause wreaking harm, and then they're like, destroy. I feel virile. That's why there's militaries, and that's why the freaking military in 2016 spent $11 million on male enhancement drugs in the VA system. Yes. So swinging wieners need to eat a lot of Viagra. That's about all I got for now. I hope you have a rad day. Peace.